Happy New Year. I was talking with one of my new employees just about a week ago, and we were talking about life goals and aspirations and things that you want for your life. Maybe you've never even really expressed a goal for yourself, either with yourself or if you're married with your spouse. A friend of mine several of us were talking years ago about goals that we have, and one friend, she just cracked me up because she said that, she and her husband sat down to do goals together. She wrote down goals and he wrote down goals, and then he rewrote hers, which she thought was kind of funny. That's an opportunity for obviously the two of them to have a discussion about what their joint goals are, and if they're not going in the same direction, then they might have to make some adjustments. Maybe you've never had a goal of yourself and thought of it that way. You probably have, though. Like race car drivers talk about people going around in the circle, and they say, don't look at the wall, because that's where you'll drive into. So where are you headed? What are you going towards every day? Maybe you haven't identified it as a goal, but where you are headed and where your head is pointed and where your feet are pointed and where you're walking, guess what? That's where you're going. So if that's not some place that you really want to go to, you need to make an adjustment. I want to give you a challenge to do some goals for this year. I've been in various seminars, professional and otherwise, where the speaker will say, people who have a goal in this particular area, raise your hand, and do you write them down? And I have some friends of mine who said, well, I don't write them down. That's just silly. I just want to live my life. Well, what do you want? Where do you want to get in your life, and how are you going to get there? If you don't know how you're going to get there, then it's just going to be a crapshoot. If something is really important to you and you want to get there, then you need to bring it to the forefront of your mind and identify it. First of all, in my prior video, Getting Ready for the Goals, we went through identifying things that you did or didn't like about last year. So go back and watch that and really think about it. And then come back here, and now we want to go through these categories, okay? Here are the categories. Review your life goals. How do you live? Do you like how you live now? Your everyday circumstance. You want to make a change? Make that a goal. What time is your time frame? This year? This month? 5 years? Set it out. The next thing is, where do you live? Do you need to make a change? Do you want to make a change? Do you live somewhere that you can't afford? Do you live someplace that's too cramped? Are you having a new baby and you need to get ready to make a bigger space? Or maybe it's something different than that. Maybe it's a geographic change. Maybe you need to, or you want to live in a different place, or maybe you need to be closer to family for one circumstance or another. Retirement. Is it close or is it far? Do you plan to retire, or do you plan to work every single day of your life? What are your retirement goals? What does it look like? What do you want it to look like in retirement? Identify where you want to get to, and that way you can work backwards to figure out how you're going to get there. What about money? Do you have enough money to pay your everyday expenses? Do you have enough money to save? Do you get your check and it's gone before you even really have it because you're spending in advance of earning your money? Do you need to make a change there? Pick one or two categories and work on that for this year. What about your job? Do you like your job? Is it something that fulfills you? Is it something just to pay the bills, or is it something that you can build on, that you can feel proud about, that your family can feel proud about for you, and that really fills you up and gives you a sense of accomplishment? Do you need to change that job? Are you doing that job to the best of your ability? Is there an attitude that you have about your job that you can change while you're figuring out your next steps? Is there some way that you can advance in your company or organization? Find out about it. Is there something someone else does that you would really be interested in? Does it take additional training? Does it just take raising your hand and volunteering? Find out. Now, this is really important. What about vacation? Did you take vacation last year? Why or why not? Was it a matter of money? Was it a matter of time? Some say that those who have a lot of money for the vacation don't have the time, and other people get lots of vacation time off work, but they never seem to have any money to do anything with that time. Figure it out. Do you like to go exploring? Do you like to stay in the city? Do you like to do a staycation and just have some time off from work and spend it with your family or working on your home? Identify those things and plan for it. And then finally, family. Do you have a family? Do you have your own family? Do you have your family of origin, your parents, your siblings? What about extended family? Have you seen them in a while? What are your goals for your family? Are there bad people in your family that you should stay away from? Are there people that you really have lost touch with that you want to keep in touch with and maybe go and visit? Think about those ideas also. And if you are starting a family, have you talked with your spouse about when you want to start a family or how large your family is going to be? Are there challenges there? Are there financial challenges? Are there space challenges? Think about it. Just sit down and think about it, and then get busy. The whole year is just waiting for you.